D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds, and welcome to my week in review, where I come to you once every Sunday with 3 entertainment stories that I personally find interesting, and then we discuss them down below. Now, also down below, you can find the articles that I read to bring you this story or this video. And you can read them and come up with your own opinion, or just watch this video and I'll break them all down for you. And then you can just go about your day. Before I get started, though, I do want to say that if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is always changing up their algorithms, and small channels like mine always get pushed to the back of the line. So I please ask that you like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you in advance. So why don't we all go ahead and get started? And so for my first story of this week, the Book of Boba Fett is the next big project from Lucasfilms. Now, this show will be starring Tamarin Morrison and Ming-Na Wen, and they are playing their respective characters from The Mandalorian. Sorry, took me a minute to get there. And they have now the directors for this show so far that have been confirmed are Robert Rodriguez, Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau, and Bryce Dallas Howard. But they've also added that the second unit director, Sam Hargrave, will be directing at least one episode in this season of the Book of Boba Fett. And he could still be, and he's still going to be doing second unit filming and everything, but he's going to film at least one episode. Now, if you don't know who Sam Hargrave is, not only has he done stunts in movies like Avengers Endgame, Deadpool 2, and The Accountant, he has also directed the Netflix movie starring Chris Hemsworth, Extraction. And I don't know about you, but I liked that movie. And like I said, he's done stunts before in other movies. Now, the Book of Boba Fett has wrapped its filming and everything, and it will be coming out in December of this year. Now, I have to say, as far as Sam Hargrave goes, as far as his directing abilities, he's only done the one movie, Extraction, and I thought Extraction was really good. I liked it a lot. I thought it was very, fast-paced and, a lot of action. I know a lot of people complain about the yellow filter, and that is a problem and everything, but other than that, I thought the movie was really, really great. I liked it a lot. I thought, like I said, the action was great. I thought the cast was great. And so as far as that guy goes, hopefully, this is just another step in his directing portfolio. And I wish him all the luck in the world. And I'm excited for the Book of Boba Fett. Boba Fett is my favorite Star Wars character. Ooh, look, I'm wearing a Boba Fett t-shirt today. So he is my favorite character in Star Wars. So I can't wait to see this show. So that is my first story of this week. So for my second story of this week, another character is headed to Gotham in Batwoman season 3, and it looks like Nick Creegan has been cast in the series as a regular opposite Javiza Leslie. Now, Creegan will be playing Marquise Jet, a sexy playboy who grew up in a lavish lifestyle. Marquise is too charming for his own good. Sorry, this is the character description. And wields his power with a ne'er-do-well attitude. He views life as one big joke. That sense of recklessness has a tendency to clash horribly with his no-nonsense mother, Jada Jet. When he meets Ryan, he sees in her a like-minded young go-getter. What? Okay. Yeah, she's a real go-getter. Who, like him, is just waiting for the right opportunity to make his mark on Gotham. Now, this comes on the heels of them casting Victoria Cartagena as Renee Montoya, and I did that story. You can check that out up here. I did that video last week of that. And he's, this sounds, I don't know who this Nick Creegan is. I haven't seen anything that he's been in. If I have, I don't remember him. But his mom in this is Jada Jet. Now there has been rumors that this is supposed to be a play off Jezebel Jet, and she's a former model who runs a small African country of Matumba. And then she also was in a relationship with Bruce Wayne. Now, she is a villain. She's like a bad guy or whatnot. Not crazy huge and everything, but we'll see what they do with this one, with this season. I mean, I'm probably not going to watch this season because it sounds freaking awful. And this character, I mean, like, I don't care. This character sounds awful too. I mean, season Ryan a go-getter. If you've watched the show, Ryan is not a go-getter. She is annoying. That's what she is. And I have no faith in this. This is their last season. They're going to get canceled after this season. The ratings are in the tubes. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, good for him. I wish nothing but the best for people for the most part. But I mean, the show's awful. So nothing you do right now could make it good. I mean, Poison Ivy's going to come. They're going to make that bad. It's going to be bad. It's all going to be bad. So, but good for him for getting the opportunity. I do hope this opens the door for other opportunities. So that is my second story of the week. Not a very long one, but whatever. So for my third and final story of the week, it looks like Winston Duke is headed from Wakanda to Gotham City. He has been cast as Bruce Wayne alongside Jason Isaacs as Alfred. And this is for Batman Unburied, which is on Spotify podcast. And this is being done by David S. Goyer. Now, you may remember him. He wrote The Dark Knight and the TV show Krypton, or at least some of it. And I think that David S. Goyer is he's a good like story guy, like comes up with good stories and like good ideas and stuff, but his execution is sometimes either a hit or miss. I mean, sometimes he writes a really great script, like he has a really good idea and then he writes a really good script or whatever, or, you know, co-writes a really good script. And then sometimes it just falls flat. And I personally, like I said, I think that he's a good idea man and I would go for him for an idea, but I don't know if I would stick with him to write the script / the story or whatnot. So what is this about? What is this plot about? Now they haven't now the plot details are about the podcast are described as a psychological thriller that dives into the mind of Bruce Wayne and features dark twists and classic Batman villains. And then the long line for this is when audiences meet Bruce Wayne, he is a When audiences meet Bruce Wayne, he is a forensic pathologist working in the bowels of Gotham Hospital and tasked with examining the victims of the Harvester, a gruesome serial killer preying on Gotham citizens. Not only will the superhero be forced to face his own mental demons, but he will also have to overcome them in order to save the citizens of Gotham as his alter ego, Batman. There hasn't been a release date for this, and they haven't released any of the other cast members, voice cast members that have been cast for this or whatnot. I think that this sounds decent. I would definitely I'll probably listen to it, unless I got to pay for it. I'm not going to listen to it if I got to pay for it. If it's free, I'll listen to it for sure. I don't know a whole bunch about how that stuff goes, but I do. I love Batman, so I'll listen / read / watch anything about him. I even read that Gotham High comic book. Man, was that a big waste of time. But I do, I just love Batman. So I love DC. DC's like my favorite. So I'll read all this stuff. It's kind of weird that it says he's working as a forensic pathologist. Billionaires don't have jobs. Okay. And if they do, it's like a fun job, not like a forensic. I mean, maybe forensic pathology is a fun job. It doesn't sound fun to me, but if it's for you, by all means have at it. But I do think that this sounds very interesting and a good idea. Like I said, good idea, man, but sometimes his execution is a little off the mark. So we'll see if he does a good job with this. And like I said, I love Batman, so I am excited about this. I think that this could be good. And I'm always looking for stuff to listen to while I'm at work and stuff. So, yay. So that is my final story of the week. Tell me, what do you guys think about all of this? How do you feel about the Book of Boba Fett and Sam Hargrave directing one episode? Do you think he's going to do a good job, or do you think he's just going to slap a yellow filter on there and just be all like, yay, look at me, I'm a director now and everything? Or do you think it's just going to fail completely? I mean, you never know. Sometimes directors aren't that great. And he's just so green that he could fall off the mark or whatnot. I am excited for the Book of Boba Fett, though. I love Boba Fett. He is my favorite character, like I said, in Star Wars, and I just and I love Tamora Morrison. I think he's great too, and Ming-Na Wen. I love her too. She's so hot and everything. So we'll see. I'm excited for it. We'll see how it turns out. How do you feel about Nick Creegan joining Batwoman season 3 as a Marquise Jet? Do you think this sounds good, or do you think this sounds awful? Do you think the character, his mother, Jada Jet, is Jezebel Jet from the comic books, or do you just think it's just a regular character? How do you feel about him joining it? How do you feel about Batwoman? I think it sucks. It's a crappy show. The writing on it is terrible. Ratings are plummeting. It's going to get canceled after season 3. Watch. Mark my words. Quote me on it. I don't care. I'm right. I know I am. But yeah, good for him. And then how do you feel about Winston Duke doing the voice for Batman / Bruce Wayne in this Spotify podcast? It's called, gosh, I wrote it down somewhere on here in my notes. Oh, Batman Unburied. And how do you feel about it? Do you think it sounds good? Do you think him trying to find this serial killer sounds good or whatnot? Or do you think it just sounds like so stupid or whatnot? Like I said, and how do you feel about David S. Goyer? Do you think he's a good writer, or do you think he's like me? Do you think he's like a good idea man, but then it's not, the execution isn't always on target and everything? Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys next week on my week in review. You guys have a good week. Bye.
Hey nerds, if you like this video, go ahead and click that Geek What icon and subscribe. And if you like this video, go ahead and join me every Sunday with my week in review.